This is the deepest snow I have ever been in. So deep, in fact, that it swallows my 43s, it swallows John's 49s, and without John's rear steer, we would not have been able to make it through this trail.
I'm in my Samurai. It's really loud in here. I haven't quite put everything back together, but the snow's falling. I gotta get out here and have some fun.
It's a really small group today. It's just 2 rigs, but both of us have Unimog portals, which is pretty cool. I have the smallest tires in the group at a 43, and then John has 49s and rear steer. So we've got some really capable rigs, but we just got like 3 feet of snow in the last like 48 hours. And when you add that to all the snow that was up here before, we should have like 6 or 7 feet.
Plan right now is I'm gonna go until I can't, even though this is a super capable Samurai on portals and 43s. I think we're gonna go till we can't, and then John over here on his 49s and even crazier portals, he'll get around us and he'll break trail once we can't do that anymore. But look how much clearance he has under there. Still going, we're not to the hip yet. Yeah, that's crazy.
With these Unimog portals, I can drive straight over the top of a 5-gallon bucket and not touch it. But as you can see, I'm already dragging diff in this snow.
John's the one who did all the portal work for me, getting this to where it was like 8 on 6.5, making it to where I could go to these disc brakes instead of the weird German brakes. So we fairly really wheeled together. I'm excited to finally be out here with you.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome, man. Yeah.
It wasn't long until we found our first down tree. And normally I cut these and pull them out of the way, but because there was so much snow, that wasn't really very practical. So I just kind of strategically broke branches with the meatiest part of my tires, and then we drove over the top of it.
Oh yeah, this is so deep. We might be doing what John's doing and airing down.
This is a really short trail, but it's time to get down to actual snow pressure in our tires, because here before long, we're going to be getting into the really, really deep stuff.
Finally got myself, well, I've finally brought my low pressure gauge. Dude, we might go to 0. This might be the first time I've actually gone to 0, 0. Let's see where we're at now and then figure it out from there. I haven't touched the air pressure since I was rock crawling it in July, and I think I had the fronts at 4 and the rears at like 1.5, which is crazy, but it's just so light in the back. See, that makes sense. I was like at sea level where I was wheeling. I was at 4, and now we're like at round 5. So like it's gaining pressure as we're gaining elevation. So we're gonna go less than that and see if we can finally get these sidewalls to give us a little bit of deflection, a little bit of bulge.
What are you taking them down to?
Well, the front's where I call the weight is. So I'm gonna do the front, I think, at 2, and then the rear at like maybe 0.
Nice.
I've never done 0. I've never had a vehicle light enough, but the rear has like no weight. Oh yeah, we're at 2 on the nose and the front. This will be the lowest I've ran, I think. The lowest I've ran before is like, well, actually in my TJ I've been at 1.5 before in the rear of it because it was light. Oh, that's under 1. Let me verify. Oh, we're at half a PSI. So I'll run the rears at half and I'll run the fronts at 2, and we'll just see how much better it does.
Burying my 43s. Oh, we're still making progress though. Oh yeah.
portals and aired down 43s, you can see we're still occasionally having to go full Leroy Jenkins here. But this is super deep snow. I mean, extremely, extremely deep snow. It kind of sucks when you're watching two dudes on portals with giant tires go and like mash through a whole bunch of snow. You can't really compare it to what like a JK on 40s would do without there being a JK on 40s there. But I'm promising you, this is crazy deep. It is almost impossible to navigate through on foot. And this Samurai is blowing my mind at how good it is in this kind of snow.
Do we need to winch you out, or you got it? Huge shout out to Rick for coming out and helping me film today. Doing the Lord's work down there. We're getting stopped, but we're not getting stuck. That's good. Every time I back up, I'm able to reset. That's swallowing that 49. Awesome. Winky headlight. Oh yeah.
I don't know if I've mentioned this yet or not, but this is the first snow trip in the Samurai. I tried it last year one time, and it was like 6 inches of snow, so that doesn't count to me. This is the first real snow trip in the Samurai, and I am stunned at how good these big, aggressive mud terrains are doing.
And that's the thing, is like I'm such a big fan of all terrains, because I feel like they help you float more than dig. At least they'll spin before they dig, you know? But I think we have just enough clearance, we have just enough tire and everything else, that these are just turning into tank tracks. You know, like they're really, instead of them going and digging down too much, they really are just going forward with these huge lugs. So fun.
Speaking of tires, John is going to air down even more. I don't know what he's at. I don't think that he has a low pressure gauge. He just keeps dropping more and more until he gets the performance he wants, and it definitely made a huge difference.
That is awesome. Crawl your way out of the ditch like that. That's incredible.
Thing's a beast.
It really is.
Dude, I've got the coolest friends with even cooler trucks. I feel so fortunate to be able to come and do this stuff and to just know people like John. With such a great guy, is so talented, and I mean, look at this truck. Doesn't it just hold your attention the whole time it's on screen? And when I say truck, I mean Fiat. I just call anything that's four-wheel drive a truck these days.
Yeah, baby. Oh, look at that. Swallowing those 49s. As
John continues to do the lion's share of the work now, You won't see me anywhere near him because I'm very easily distracted, and I just couldn't help but go off trail a little bit and just bury these 43s.
Yeah, dude. That's like 10 inches on top.
But powered by my envy for his super badass truck, I eventually get caught back up, and I've been thinking.
I'm very impressionable. I have a sudden urge for rear steer at 49s. I have no idea why. Battery change.
Snow wheeling for a really long time, but it's always been with like people on 40s or 42s and 1 tons, and usually everybody's pretty heavy. This is my first time being in a vehicle that's like sub 4,000 pounds on 43s with portals. Like, the Samurai is ridiculous, and it's the small truck out here. I feel like because I'm in a rig that's built this well, I'm at least not holding back John, because John is got what a unit that Fiat is. And so the fact that I'm not holding him back, I feel like really helps him reach his full potential. I think this is the most capable small group that I've ever been a part of. We are destroying this snow right now, and we're not using any recovery equipment at all. We're just mobbing these cool, weird little unique builds up this mountain.
Pretty good right now.
Oh yeah.
I think I could take a little more air out and do better, but
As soon as I give it much throttle, when I was leading, it would just dig. But if I just crawled, it just stays on top.
Yep.
You're killing it right now. I mean, there's been a few moments where you're like burying those 49s, dude.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to get a dedicated snow tire for this Samurai. So what do you think I should get? I'm thinking like a 46, something bigger, which I know just sounds so crazy, but these 43s are my rock crawling tire for the Samurai. I'd love to do a dedicated snow tire, maybe even stud it and groove it a little bit. It's just something that is going to be able to keep up with John on these trips. And by the way, John and I have some snow camping trips that we want to put together where we come up here and do a little bit of fishing and like a catch and cook type of thing. So let me know in the comments if like what tire you would run on this rig, and if you're interested in seeing some like catch and cook type of content on my channel. Steer gives you the ability to do something called a cyclone, and once we get up to a spot that opens up a little bit, I encourage my friend to show off a little bit.
Yeah. No kidding.
Snow on my air filter.
Whoa, it's hot. Yeah.
Oh, that's really hot. It's sizzling the water off.
Yeah. So yeah, you just put your whatever you want in there and.
Whew. Oven mitts.
Normally we wrap it up in tinfoil, but we didn't today. So we got boiled hot dog water in there, and we just put water inside of it so it kind of boils it, and then we're nice and hot.
You know, I've been sitting here thinking how cool it is that we were able to get up here and there's no tire tracks. But when you look at the snow we're going through, I think it's kind of obvious why, right? How many people are on portals and 43s as the small guy of the group? And then when you see Martinson, I mean, he's really having to drive right now. Using rear steer, using all this, because now we're at a point where not only is it this deep and this crazy, but we're at a point where now we're really starting to like get some off camber bits, which is, well, it makes me wish I had rear steer. I'm gonna say that for the 4th time this video. I wish I had rear steer.
I kind of think if this is gonna be a snow rig.
That is a deep asshole.
I try to make every year better than the last. And 2024, I just agreed to way too much stuff with companies. And 2025, I'm not doing that. I've said no to a lot of really cool things that would, on paper, look good for my quote-unquote career, whatever you would call this YouTube thing. And in 2025, I'm not doing that. I want to do this. I want to spend more time with my homies in the woods. I want to spend more time enjoying this public land that we are so lucky to have access to. I'm going to spend more time hunting and fishing this year. I'm going to spend more time in the shop making content. I'm probably going to make double the videos that I did last year. And I think that this is going to be the key to me making 2025 the best year of my life. And I hope that you take the time to sit down and figure out what is going to make 2025 the best year of your life as well. Because we only get so many of these years available to us in a lifetime. So do what you can to get out here and have fun and make the best of this time that we have on this planet.
Are we at the end?
We're at the end, bud.
So I kind of figured. Looks like it's a good place to stop right here.
Yeah. Well, we wanted good snow. We found it.
We did. Yeah. Got us some good stuff. I don't think we're hitting the bottom out here anywhere.
No.
No.
I didn't see dirt at all once we got going.
Yeah, the rear steer was paying off on some of those little
Definitely.
sketchy areas. It's kind of
Yep.
just kicking a little bit, and it kind of keeps that ass from going down.
Yeah, I made it because like I could plow deep snow, but off camber, like where you were just plowing, I would definitely want rear steer.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see like you were using all the tricks in order to keep from sliding down the mountain, and because you broke it, it made it to where I could drive right through.
Right.
And it made. Yeah. I don't know how many times I've said it in this video now. I want rear steer. I need to do rear steer. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, John, for taking us out, man.
It's a good time, man.
Joining us, rather. And thank you, Rick.
Yeah, man.
For filming, man. So, well, you guys say you want to keep watching the snow videos. I'll keep doing them.